We're reviewing this TMC7300 eval kit, and I've got the microcontroller board that hooks up to the motor driver device, and then there's a little jumper board that goes in between, and then there's convenient test points if you want to measure any of those IOs. On this motor driver board, I've got the this power supply hooked up, and I've got about 6 volts, 0.4 amps configured, and they come with this power feed wire here. Moving over to the Trinamic software download page, there is the latest IDE for the TMCL-IDE. You can come over here, and then you can get the Windows installation from here. Once you do the Windows installation, it comes down to your hard drive. And in this case, if you notice right here, I've downloaded this version and extracted those files out of the zip file, and then inside of that folder there's this executable. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this executable up, and it's loading a bunch of DLLs. The first time I loaded the DLLs, my security took 60 seconds per DLL to scan. So over here I started up the IDE, and you don't really see much at this point. I'm going to take this USB connection and plug it in to my computer here, and then when I do that, you'll start to see USB activity, UART activity, and then it gives you this the chip is in standby mode by default message. So I'm going to just go ahead and click OK on that, and then you'll start to see visibility on the device. And then if you see that it's got a red value, this is for looking at all the register values. If this is checked up there for all registers, then you know you're reading the chip okay if you see read values coming in there. And then when you plug in the eval board, you'll see the 7300 eval board show up here. Also down here, originally when I plugged this in, it said the eval board wasn't supported, but I think I had to go over to this page over here and update the firmware in that eval board. So that's what I did. And then let's see, can I click on this? Yeah. So down here, I've got this particular board right there. So I updated the firmware, and I think that is now in the this board right there. So I don't think you need to update the firmware any longer once you get it done the first time. So then going back down to this tool here, this is the IDE. What you can do, I think you can go over here to this direct mode, and then you can execute a command. Like here's rotate right, left, stop, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just rotate right. Before I do that, I'm going to bring up this PWM screen here. And then I'm also going to bring up the graphing screen. So over here you can kind of see that we've got 2 motors we can drive, an A and a B. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just set the percentage of the duty cycle to 55%. And then you'll notice over here on the graphing screen, we're up at 55% on the A motor. And then if we go to the B motor, we can do 22%, hit enter, and then we see that the output looks like it's going to 22%. So that's some simple getting around in this GUI. I think there's also, you can come over here to this direct mode, which allows you to, do assembly commands. Like if you do rotate right, you can copy these to the PC and build up a script file. But I think you can also just hit the execute and it sends it out to the device. And it shows you some of the answers and stuff. But if you're just doing some simple polarity swaps on your H-bridge, then you should be able to accomplish that with these GUI screens. But this chip, I think, is talking over a UART, so you could perhaps see what the UART commands are by looking at some of the information flowing on these graphing screens and dialog screens. Thanks.